All right, on this video, we're going to talk about how to attract new customers when you cannot compete with mega banks. And before I forgot, if you are so serious about growing deposits, you can check out a webinar that I created for you by typing go to bankwebinar.com. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so here's another question from Karen. So she's asking, as a community bank with no real advertising budget, how do you attract new customers when you cannot compete with the product and services of mega banks? Great question, Karen. So let's get started. All right, so you may realize that I want to pull some of the stats from a local search statistic that you may want to pay attention to. For example, 97% of search online to find a local businesses before they go into that business. And as of June 2018, Google account for over 70% of the entire global desktop search traffic. And 86% of people look up the location of business on Google Maps. That's a really some interesting number that you want to pay attention to. And the reason why is that with these numbers, we were able to put together some of the ads, some of the offers. Like in this case, it's going to be a wealth management offers, and also some of the testamentary trust of wealth management offer as well belong to the wealth management offers, and we got some results, right? Like for example, in this case, right, you are only paying, in the middle between $6 to $8. So it doesn't matter. So even if you have a very tight budget, you should be able to have like $100 to do advertising, right? Because $100 is not much, but it is very good start because the entry cost is so low for you, like $6, $7, or $8 to get into the game and to really produce the results. Now, before I go further, I want to let you know that if you want to grow deposit, and check out the website, check out the webinar that I put together for you by typing go to bankwebinar.com. Okay, so here's a result that we got for our client, and as you can see, we even blew all of the big four out of the waters. You see the big one, the green one, the blue one, that is us, and those below, those are from Edward Jones, from Fidelity, from TD Ameritrade, from Merrill Lynch. You see, with the entry cost is so low, and if you did it right, you will be able to compete with those big guys, with those mega banks, if you will. And here you go. Here's the result. As you can see, I want to introduce a little bit. So the blue line, basically the number of clicks, the orange meaning the number of impressions, and the red number of impression, the yellow is number of conversion, and the green one is the cost, right? Now, you can see what happens. We were able to get the cost so low that it's going sideways, right? This is a perfect scenario that you may want, because all other metrics, like from clicks, impression, conversion, are going up. Meanwhile, the cost is going down. So this is the beauty of running a profitable campaigns, right? So when you do it right. And so this is another example for another offer. In this case, it's going to be private banking, right? In Seattle areas, very competing, like metro areas with lots of big corporations and things like that. Now you can get into the game by, just say, for example, you can buy 110 clicks for only $840 for a $12 max of cost per click. You see, a very tiny amount of money, you can get into the game and able to compete with big guys, right? So that's what I meant. So don't be afraid or don't be concerned about the cost. You have to stay in the game in order to see what happens. And here you go. There's another ad that we helped them create it. Seattle Bank private banking, right? So there you go. One more thing. R&B help saving account. See, that's another ad that we help our client create it. South Point Treasury Management. We are the Uber for deposits, right? So the key point is that never give up. Even though you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of advertising money, the key is that to get into the game and run the campaign so that you can see the results. And that is exactly I want to mention about the webinar that we put together for you, like how one community bank grew deposit to $2.9 million in just 90 days. And you can check out the entire webinars by going to a special website by typing go to bankwebinar.com. And this is exactly the client that we talk about, right? From $66,000, they were able to increase their deposit to $2.9 million, over 4,000% ROI. Okay?